Things are starting to slow down at the farm, so that means it's a perfect time to watch the Foxworthy Outdoors crew on a mountain caribou hunt from earlier in the year.
Some people live to work. You know, I don't get that. I work to live. In fact, the day I die, if there's mud on my boots, there'll be a smile on my face. These are the people I like to hang out with, doing the stuff we like to do, and I love it. Foxworthy Outdoors, inside and out.
Hi everybody, I'm Jeff Foxworthy and welcome to Foxworthy Outdoors, inside and out. I'm here with Larry Burns, my best friend from the 5th grade and the CEO of Foxworthy Outdoors. That sounds important, doesn't it? And my brother Jay. Now every year as a group, we try to take one big hunting trip and we've done a lot of fun things, but this year we kind of went all out and did the grand adventure. We decided to go to the Northwest Territories, right up where Alaska and Canada meet, and hunt mountain caribou.
Just to get there, it took us about 6 plane rides.
By the last leg, we're on a float plane sitting next to 55-gallon drums of airplane fuel.
And a canoe.
And a canoe.
Yeah, it's the first time I've ever had to carry on a conversation on an airplane with a canoe as my seatmate. Wherever it was, when we think we're in the middle of nowhere, we haven't been close.
No.
And so we get there, now we're 30 miles south of the Arctic Circle, and right out of the gate, Larry's up to bat.
To tell you the truth, I thought there's going to be nothing to this.
Well, and be honest, only your laundry man knows for sure how excited you really were, because this bull comes right in there to you.
Yeah, it happens pretty quick, and when we're set up, the guide is probably 20 yards or so off to my left, and he's giving me the yardage, and it's clicking off pretty fast.
Seriously, what are you waiting on? You could have smothered him with a pillow.
Well, I know to the untrained eye, it
Right.
may look that way. The camera and the guide actually had a better shooting angle, but when this bull starts coming in, he was at about 55 yards. And then the guide, as he's approaching, the guide is clicking off yardage, 55, 40. Larry, he's at 30, 38. And finally, he says, Larry, he's at 18 yards. Well, he's at 18 yards, but he is dead straight on. And then as you probably see, he's gonna just bolt to the right and it's gone. And I've got real mixed feelings there. It's like I've just blown my first chance. I'm never gonna get a chance that close. And also thinking, boy, this is gonna happen pretty quick, so let's get after another one. We kind of picked up, and this time we had to go a little bit further than 30 minutes from the house. This one's a man.
So this is the new ambush, huh? Gas and electric powered? I bet this thing will go all day. Look at all this room. 4-wheel drive, just like that. Independent front suspension, huh? Hydraulic brakes, headlights, tail lights. What's that button do? It's the be quiet button.
The all-new Ambush Hybrid 4x4 from Bad Boy Buggies. Selectable drivetrains give you the range of gas and the silence of electric when you need it most. Special financing now available. Find your dealer at badboybuggies.com.
All right, so Larry gets on the second bull, and I'm with my guide probably 600 or 700 yards away, and from my perspective, it looks like you're on top of him.
There's not a lot of cover. I mean, you're really looking for a rock. There may be some willow trees that may be 3 or 4 feet high.
He was in camo. You should have used him. He looks like a tree when he's in
We
camo.
could have used him up there. But we set up about probably 120 yards from this bull when we saw him bedded down. Finally, I think we just decided we were going to go after him and see if we could get a shot. So we put a stalk, and I don't know if you know, but I don't really have a stalking body. But we got within about 55 yards and set up, and we were set up on our knees for about 45 minutes.
50 yards. Shoot him.
And so, I guess the obvious question is, what happened?
Well, now that I'm not a rookie anymore, and I have now stalked one caribou, I've got some experience. And so when he starts to move, get ready for the shot, and instead of facing away, he turns around and spins and looks right at us and starts moving. I did take a shot, probably rushed it a little bit.
What did I missed it? What was it you said when that arrow went behind him?
I said, "Oh, golly, that was a good shot at a caribou." We probably had to do a little bit of editing.
Yanked it. Absolutely yanked it.
So we've had 2 great encounters the first day. We're back and we've walked a little further than we thought we were going to walk. We were all kind of whipped and getting ready for dinner, taking our hunting clothes off and all that kind of stuff. And then we hear a shot.
On the way back tonight, we're within 300 or 400 yards of the cabin where we're staying, and we come upon 2 caribou. Take my bow, I get within 20 yards of one of them and he spooks. This one wheels around. We chase him down the hill with a bow, and he's about 220 yards down the hill from us. At which point I looked at my guy Jeremy and I said, "Hand me the gun." And I hit the ground. I just loved him. He was just huge, and shot him, and he died 75 yards from the lake. So all we had to do was tote him down to the lake, put him in a canoe, and bring him back. So probably the easiest packing job you can ever have here.
So at the end of day 1, you pull the gun out.
It didn't take long, to lay the bow down and grab the gun when you got him standing broadside at 220.
Yeah, I tell you, that was a great bull.
This segment brought to you by Foxworthy Outdoors Deer Tracks, powered by Helen. Put them where you want them.
Day 2, chasing these mountain caribou. I think I may have underestimated my physical conditioning preparation for the trip.
This is an unbelievable place, and if it ended right now, it would be the most fascinating trip I've ever taken. So no regrets at all, and just looking forward to another few days.
And I will say this, at the end of the day, when you get back to the cabin, you were glad to see the cabin. You were worn out.
Not being facetious, this place at the end of the day was truly the Taj Mahal.
Absolutely.
Nice as any 5-star hotel I've ever stayed in that didn't have electricity or running water.
Running water.
Yeah.
And bears.
Bears.
But other than that,
Just like them. A lot of people think the Taj Mahal is located in India, and it's this big, white, impressive building, but they're wrong. The Taj Mahal, I'm at it. It's in the Northwest Territories of Canada, in Caribou Camp here, 30 miles south of the Arctic Circle. This is the entrance foyer right here. If you go about 2.5 feet, you'll see the dining room. This is the kitchen. I've been in a lot of magnificent kitchens. This is it. This is the living room. We swept the floor just because we knew you were coming. Come on into the master bedroom. Come on. This is Larry. This is Larry's bed space here.
Where is it? Here's the. No, that's my Kleenex. That's my Kleenex, but this is my sleeping bag, and it's really comfortable. Really keeps you warm, but it had to be augmented. The Slumberjack, which Tempur-Pedic has fought for years to try to get the rights to, but the Slumberjack.
Oh boy!
When you wrap your head on that baby and then climb inside this, you are just in sleeping nirvana. So if you need 15-20 minutes of good sleep out of 10 hours, this is your ticket right here.
This is Glenn up here who packed the caribou off the mountain last night and got back at 3:30 in the morning in the pitch black dark and the rain and the fog. This is Big, who has the biggest sleeping bag in the history of the civilized world and is the envy of the entire camp. Then over here is my little humble abode. This is our shelf. You could call us crazy. Some things are just for decor, you know, they're not for function, but that's a little half of a moose antler there. This is the chandelier. Need to refill it. Did we miss anything, fella? Oh, the laundry. Take it, this is of course the dryer. And if you'll look down there where the canoe's parked, you'll see the washer. It's right under the canoe. Right by the front door, these little lines right here are from grizzly paws. Of course, those 4 scrapes are from him clawing the side. That is a grizzly tooth mark. So knowing that there's grizzlies here, we go to extreme precaution not to have anything that might attract them into the area, such as, oh, just say like a bloody cape or something like that. You don't want to have any of that stuff anywhere near your place where grizzlies live. And that's why we've moved this almost 4 feet from the front door. When we did the tour of the Taj Mahal, I failed to show you the bathroom, the master bathroom. So let's go take a look at it. And of course, we can't do that without a sawed-off shotgun. It's just not safe. So come on, take a walk down the hall here. And here she is, right there, the grizzly hair and the tooth marks on the side of the toilet. You're gonna love the fixtures, and I love what we've done with the place. You got the roll of toilet paper that you keep in an old coffee can with the lid on because it's rained so much out here. We've got the Gold Bond medicated body powder that, well, let's just say it's visited some places you wouldn't want to go to. The instant hand sanitizer, the 2 packs of baby wipes over here because we haven't had a bath or a shower in about 7 days. And then of course right here, the throne. Wow, that's nice. That's nice, but I will say this, from the toilet, the most beautiful view from a toilet of any place on the planet.
Next week, we continue the quest for some more mountain caribou in the Northwest Territories. Foxworthy Outdoors has been brought to you by these fine sponsors. This has been a Sub 7 production in association with Foxworthy Outdoors.